A couple of years ago, I ran into the brand of Nitehog. Nitehog is a manufacturer of night vision devices, and what got my interest very much it was they are pretty small. They are made in Europe. I got the opportunity to test them for a while, and I really liked them. And now, 1.5 years later, I'm sitting here in Brandenburg, Germany, together with Keno, that have a YouTube channel called Waldfein.
Yes.
And you're into hunting and long-range shooting.
Yes, of course. Yeah, I started years ago my hunting career, and then I decided hunting is not enough. I go also into long-range shooting.
Yeah, cool. And I also with us today is Marek, who works for Nitehog here in Germany. And you're mostly into the hunting.
I'm mostly into the hunting here, and I really love thermals and good thermals. That's why I'm with Nitehog.
Yeah. So now I have begun a cooperation with Nitehog, and I am really happy for that. So I'm now here in Germany getting my own devices, so I can use them at home. But you guys who have used this for a little longer, tell me about, to begin with, Nitehog, a little about the story behind the brand.
Oh yeah. So I think it was in 2018 or 2019. I got an invitation from Nitehog to the factory in Bulgaria. Come visit us, and I never heard from Nitehog before. So I was okay, Nitehog brand, the Firma Optics is behind Nitehog, is the big company, mother company is Optics in Bulgarian, so they make a lot of law enforcement and military devices, especially in the thermal sector. So I thought, okay, when a military and law enforcement company makes thermal devices for hunters, must be a good thing. So I said yes, and yeah, joined the Night Force team for the factory tour, and was really impressed from the factory itself. It's like a big family down in Bulgaria. So everyone in the factory on the tour was really open. Hey, come on, see what I'm doing. My job here in the company is to make the small parts for the sensors, or my job in the family is to manufacture the germanium lenses. Or everyone in the company was so happy with this work, and to show the work and show the family and the yeah, the whole environment around the company. So this really impressed me. So, but yeah, this is on the one side, and the other side are the products. We had the opportunity to test the products on a shooting range in Bulgaria, and it was just after a few shots was clear it's really a high quality product with a really high manufacturing standard. And they have also a really strong interest on a really good quality control in-house. So they are testing more than much other companies. And every day some people going around the company picking random parts of random products just for additional quality tests. And it's really on a really high standard.
Yeah, that sounds really really good.
And one thing for notice, the parts are made in-house, so
yeah,
we don't need a big ship from somewhere else to build our product.
Yeah. So it's made in Europe.
Made in Europe, yeah. Headquarter in Berlin and built in Europe.
Yeah. And what was important also for me, I had an opportunity to meet Dimitar on the EVA show a couple of years ago, and he also hunts a lot. I think that's important.
He's a totally maniac.
Yeah. So because then you know that the products are built for hunters and not only like a desk product.
Yeah.
So and that was also what I liked when I got it in my hand. It's so small. In Sweden normally I have only hunted with thermal scopes where you're mounted directly to the rifle, but this is a clip-on.
Yeah.
Why is the clip on the first device?
Yeah, because we have no other chance as hunters in Germany. The terminal sights, thermal scopes are official for law enforcement and military by law in Germany, and hunters are only allowed to use front attached devices, dual use devices like this.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's why.
Yeah, it's very simple. But me coming from the other side, I think also this is very good. Of course, it depends on how you hunt for the day. But many times I go out for a daytime hunt, but I will stay a little longer for wild boar, for example. And then I think it's a little clumsy to change for one rifle scope to another or bring two rifles. I think this is splendid to just have in the pocket. And bring on, and I can just show very simple how it is to mount it on my rifle. This is my steel action with the 3D-Con 3-940, and I have the rifle scope just plain and simple as I normally have it, and I just clip it on like this and flip the switch, and we go for it. And it was also very simple, or can I even say that you have to sight it in?
Normally not, but you have to do a test shot.
Yeah.
That's we try to create a standard in manufacturing that the point of impact is out of the box, maybe 3 to 5 centimeters different from your daylight scope.
Yeah.
But of course, you have to prove it. So one test shot, and in case of adjust it. But normally you don't need more than 1 or 2 clicks.
Yeah. On an upcoming video for my channel, I unboxed the Nitehog Viper 50 Next direct on a 200-meter shooting range.
Yeah.
Had all the equipment with me, the adapter, the little Allen wrench, and I set the whole thing up on the shooting range, put it on my scope, and shot 5 times in a row at a 20 by 20 centimeter steel target at 200 meters. Just every hit and impact.
Bang. Yeah, that's cool. And this is what I also noticed now when Andreas the other night helped me out. We just made a control shot, and it was almost at the same place, like a couple of millimeters from the other shot. So I mean, that's more than enough. So that, I think it's really cool. So it's so simple. If we are talking a little bit more about the products, there is 2 models of the Viper. You have in the boxes over there, Marek.
Yeah,
you have the box.
You need the boxes because as our new member of Happy Nitehog family, a new cooperation partner, you should have some devices to work with. Yeah, both are with germanium lenses, and the body is complete from magnesium. The main difference is, of course, one is a 35 objective and the one is a 50. But there are 2 other things the Viper 35 have not. It's a separated switch for on and off, and it has a sensor. When you have it like this, it goes automatically to standby, and when you want to take down the boar like this, it goes out of the standby in working mode, and you don't have to do anything else. So it's automatically over the ankle standby mode. But I myself, I'm totally in love with the Viper 35 because it's a little bit smaller and lighter than the 50 in the body.
Can we bring it out?
Yeah, for sure.
On the 35 you have a little bit more field of view. This is why I love the Viper 50, because I'm more in hunting wild boars out of the field, so I need a little bit more range for shooting, and field of view is not so important for me.
Yeah, it depends on your kind of hunting style. And the Viper 50 Next is developed as long-range shooting device, and the Viper 35 is built as light and small as possible as a universal device. Yeah,
as you can see here, they are pretty similar. Of course, I can take this off my rifle again and put this down. Here we have also, while I'm showing this, tell me a little about the adapters. How do you choose the adapter, and do Nitehog also provide adapters?
Yeah, we have an own adapter series, but every adapter works, and it depends on what you trust. I think that's the right answer. Every adapter works, but you have to trust them. I use for years the version you have now. Just clamp it to the little part here,
Yeah.
but there are also adapter. We have something like this in the camp, but not in front of the camera.
Yeah, with two parts, one stays at the scope, one stays at the thermal
Then
device,
Yeah.
and then you have just an click
Yeah, it's 3 knobs like
Yeah.
the 98 system,
Yeah.
who adjust into.
Like a camera lens for photo
Yeah,
camera.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But I think we will get some in one second.
Yeah.
There will come something from the off.
Yeah. Here Andreas giving us a.
Yeah,
Here
this
it
the
is.
type of adapter I use.
Yeah. And can I ask you, why do you use this instead of this? What is the main advantage of that one? Because from my point of view directly, when I saw this, I don't have to have anything on my ordinary rifle scope.
Yeah,
But
that's
I suppose there is some advantages of this system also.
maybe it's because I'm a German, because I'm really like to have the perfect match between the scope and the thermal device, also with the reticle 100% in line with the monitor in the device and something like that. For me, it's this a better feeling.
Yeah.
So,
But does it matter if it comes some little angles off or on?
No.
I tested this years ago with some other devices, and if you have a good length in the device and a good adapter, it doesn't matter if it's off or perfect on. So,
But that's German adapter. It is the German hunters don't trust the single version. They want something you cannot make any piece of mistake.
yeah.
So we need to develop something like the double version. That's the only. It's a question of trust, not a question of function. This version works. It works pretty well, and it doesn't matter if it's straight ahead or if you turn it 45 degrees. The point of impact will not change.
No.
I think even if you do it like this, it will not change when you have a good device.
Yeah.
But of course, a good hunter is have a good craftsmanship and should know his tools.
Yeah.
And so it's duty for me to do it every time the same. I have it in the same line like you, also with the ballistic tower. Then you have some little points you also can feel in the dark. Okay, buttons, adapter, ballistic tower in one line, everything is good. I will do a good job.
Yeah.
And maybe for me it comes also from long range shooting, because if you shoot long range, the kind of the rifle matters, and all the small stuffs come in so important. So
Of course.
But for all Swedish hunter with an air rifle, we have always something with long Picatinny rail. We only have also have a flip to side adapter. It's the only thing I don't like on this. It's very noisy.
Yeah, it's a little more noise. Yeah.
It's a little more noisy than the clamp version or the flip to side.
But to make it simple, for the ordinary hunter shooting wild was between 40 and 120 meters maybe. This is totally more than enough.
300 meters also works without any problem.
So
Give me the devices. I imagine we do a little magic.
yeah. Switch. So now Andreas send us over with a rifle with the, what do you call it?
Flip to side.
Flip to side.
It's a little bit like a magnifier. The IR10 shooters will notice the main idea of this, and you hear totally quiet. Yeah. And also there's no space for mistake. When you work good to adjust it, it's not possible to make something wrong when it's on your rifle.
Yeah. And this is mainly for the R10, AR-15 style rifles.
Or when you have a hunting rifle with a longer Picatinny rail. Keno actually works on a version for normal hunter rifles with a prism scope, if I remember right.
Yeah.
So that you get a pretty small in the daylight optical.
Yeah. Me myself have a 6-hour cross. Do you know if it's possible to mount it on that one, because you can have some M-lock Picatinny?
Yeah, I have tried it on my MDT ESS chassis with a night vision hood.
Yeah.
It worked great.
Ah, cool.
Yeah.
So, Marek, just tell me a little bit more. What's in the box when you buy one of these? You have batteries. What kind of batteries does it work on?
It's 18650 batteries.
No, there is no battery. But here we have.
It's in the 50, yeah.
Yeah. Here we have batteries.
You
Normal
get
standard batteries.
normal standard batteries. You can get it for the most flashlights, cameras, e-cigarettes, the bigger versions, and for sure in the most stores in every country.
And this is also a thing I really like, because both of redundancy, if I'm out and I forgot my battery at home, I can buy a battery.
Yeah.
But also to have spare batteries. In many devices, spare batteries cost almost as much as the original device. So I mean, it's a really good thing to have batteries you can use. If I have battery for my normal flashlight and I run out of use, I can just take it and put it into this.
Absolutely, and you get 2 out of the box.
Yeah.
And
the twin charger is, I think,
it's also integrated.
Yeah.
It's everything integrated you need without the adapter, because the adapter have to fit to your style of hunting and your rifle.
Yeah.
So that have to be chosen individual.
Yeah, with the right diameter.
Even a 12-volt car plug is included for charging the batteries.
Okay. Yeah. Cool.
Lens pan to clean the lenses.
Yeah.
Everything you need without the mounting.
Yeah. So, with this said, there is probably more to say about the Viper series, but you also there is some other cool stuff in the range. We have the Boomslang. Because of the rules in Germany, I can't get mine here. You have to send it to me to Sweden.
Yeah.
But we can't even show it here. But tell me about it.
Yeah, I think it's a very unique thermal sight. Even if you are used to thermal sights, it comes with a Zeiss mounting rail. It has a 60mm lens. Also the same battery system like the Viper. You have buttons on both sides. You can set with functions you need. You can use it with gloves. It have a separate switch, who is also very unique. It's to turn around the tubes.
Yeah.
And I think for hunting and for law enforcement, it's a very unique and good thermal sight. I hope I can visit you one day in Sweden to try it out in hunting.
Yeah, and of course I will do some piece of it on my YouTube channel as soon as I get my hand on it, so you will see it. But we can just now tell it there is one in the range, and the name is the Boomslang.
Absolutely.
And there is also surveillance cameras for like spotting game, the Gecko.
Yeah.
We have the Gecko, yeah.
On keyword, the Gecko 35 Pro.
Exactly.
It's especially for my type of hunting in the fields. It's with a laser rangefinder. So
A working laser rangefinder.
There are also some other companies made some spotting devices with LRF, but yeah, the quality of the LRF was not that high, so to say. And with the Gecko, I had measurements up to 800 meters out in the field, so more. I can measure more than I can shoot night.
Yeah.
Really great.
Yeah, well, when I tested it now in the last nights we have hunted here, it's really cool to have a rangefinder for night. I have really missed it in my other devices. Yeah. And
especially when you don't need the terrain by yourself.
Yeah. And it's cool that you have those different modes. You can have it continuously measure the distance, and you can have it when you only click the device.
Yeah.
So, do you think there is something more to add about this, or shall I just go home to Sweden now and start shooting with it?
Yeah, I think
that's the right way.
It's enough talking. It's time for practice.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think we have a wild boar to find in this area also before I go home to Sweden.
Yeah, maybe red stag too. We will see what we can find out.
So thank you very much, Keno and Marek, and you guys, you will see more of Nitehog on my YouTube channel, and definitely check out Keno's Waldfein YouTube channel, and I hope you will enjoy the material we produce for you.